Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Total War Warhammer 2 with the Vampire Coast. In the last episode we didn't really make much progress, but we did finally wipe out the Tomb Kings. So they are no more. Now we just have to work on these Skaven that have been, well, going all over around here. So let's take a look over here. So we have Omar's Captain Rainbow Farts. He's still bringing in forces. A couple different Skaven forces there. Vokun, he's rebuilding his force because he was decimated. We have the Pickler and River Rat. They are over here, and they're going to be going around to do some good damage, hopefully. And then Aranessa, she recently took over the Plain of Tuskers. Her forces are relatively stacked well. Now, Pickle Mike, why do you want me to attack the Dark Elves of all things? Let's see, where are the Dark Elves anyways? I believe the assumption is that they have a place there and maybe over here. Okay, I won't attack the Dark Elves, but I'll at least send someone over to see what they're up to. So maybe I'll send Becca to head up to check on the Dark Elves, see how they're doing. We can do that, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so it looks like I pretty much did everything that I could in the last turn from the previous episode, so let's go ahead, we'll end it, and see what the Skaven do. I think the Black Tower of Arkan is safe, though, for the moment. So we should be able to move Pickler and River Rat together to take out these other Skaven armies. If they, hopefully don't run away. They might though, so we'll see. But yeah, the big force that we have to take care of in this episode, and I'm hoping that we can do decent progress on it, is we have to take out the Skaven here. They're just all over the south. If we can wipe out most of their forces in the south, we could probably push them into peace and then focus on something else. Whether it be the High Elves to the north, or, as Pickle Mike said, the Dark Elves. Though again, I think the Dark Elves we could turn into an ally. So I think it would be a mistake to attack the Dark Elves. Alright, so the Skaven decided they were going to move away from us. Your ally has been attacked. Well, I guess I gotta go to their aid. The Knights of the Flame. That's these guys that are over here, isn't it? Yeah. Picklemix says, if you can take them down, you'll get a great advantage overall in this war. Over the episodes I have seen, they are quite powerful, and defeating them will greatly benefit you. The Dark Elves or the High Elves? Because keep in mind, the Dark Elves are the ones that are over here. The High Elves are the ones to the north. Those are the ones that have been, like, really powerful. Oh, look. They've brought... Ah, shit. Who brought them in? Lothern? Son of a bitch. This is not something that I wanted. I did not... And of course, these guys are hanging out, like, right there. So I did not want this rogue army to go to battle against us, because they are among the strongest of the rogue armies. Vashnar's conquest there. Alright, Pickler and River Rat, let's get you guys moving. Oh, Pickle Mike says I meant the High Elves. Okay. I was gonna say, the Dark Elves, that would not be a good choice to go after. Alright. So it doesn't look like I can actually do the polearm zombies yet. Not for one more turn, no. So what other forces can I bring into Omar's army? A couple mortars. Couple rotting Prometheans, and Let's do a couple Mongols as well. And then we'll do 3 of the Depth Guard with pole arms to finish off the group. Aranessa over here. Oh, I forgot. She's building that carronade, so she can't really do anything at the moment. Fudge. Oh well, I'll leave her there. Vokun, let's see. We were building that up for you, so we'll start that. Let's do some of the Death Guard and some of the pole arms. Or you know what? I'll actually do Depth Guard mixed with animated hulks. And Pickle Mike, it's interesting that you bring up blockades in Star Wars. Eckhart Slatter, if you've seen his YouTube channel, actually did a video on that. And it makes sense pretty much. If you want a brief summary of pretty much what he said. The reason that blockades in Star Wars work is they're blockading the hyperspace lane rather than the actual planet. Frank won't do anything. Oh, I forgot about major brain farts. How could I forget major brain farts? Pickle Mike says I was watching some Clone Wars. Aha. And Dr. Pigeons. You do have enough movement speed to go to those guys. Let's see if we can get them to be blocked. Hopefully. And hopefully he doesn't injure himself doing it. He did. Well, he didn't get injured. He had success. Okay, good. Pickle Mike, I have seen a couple of the small, like, storyboards for Season 7 yet. Or for Season 7. But I haven't, like, you know, looked through all of them. And Season 7 of the Clone Wars actually has not come out yet, so. At least I don't think it did. I'm pretty sure if it did, I would have seen it all over the Star Wars subreddit, so. It'll be interesting to see Season 7, though.
Salt and blood for
so,
salt.
The Skaven are trying to press us for a peace treaty, but again, we're trying to end them here, so no. Even though this whole thing is going to be troublesome with Vashnar's conquest and all the other people. Oh, you better not be sending a force over to take us on there. I'll be most disappointed. So that Skaven army is heading there. And that one's heading over here. What are you up to, Skaven? What are you up to indeed?
Fair winds and fairer tides.
Well, this random rogue army wanted peace. That's good, at least. Ooh, someone just moved over here. Who's that over there? Oh, that's one of those rogue things. Alright, good news is it didn't look like Vashnar's conquest. Actually, you know what? I think they did move, actually, now that I look at it. Because I think they were, like, here, and they moved up here.
You dishonor me.
Can't do my attrition thing for another 9 turns. That's not good. Becca, let's keep you moving north. I was going to say south there. That would have been incorrect. Pickle Mike, there were actually, if I recall what I saw correctly, I believe there were actually 2 canceled seasons for the Clone Wars. Season 7, which is the one that we're getting, and then I think there was talk of a Season 8 as well.
Impossible. Shamble.
Oh, Pickler can get this guy. Let's do it. If we can wipe him out, that's good. Ooh, that was an expensive auto-resolve, but it was successful.
You will obey. Don't stop. Let us raid.
Alright, entering camp so you can heal up. Aranessa should be all good to go now. Yep.
Make them fish food.
So we're gonna wipe out Toxer here.
Lanho, bring the storm. The Sea Father calls. His daughter answers.
Pickle Mike says we need a Pickler 2.1.
The Queen of
Maybe, Pickle Mike, maybe.
Salt.
Emphasis on maybe. Alright, El Calabad here. Well, I guess I'll do Hoard of Booty to get some gold going. And I don't know what to do of these other ones. I guess probably go with Tree Noose. That'd probably be the better. Pickle Mike says I killed the last one, which was 2.0. Hey, he died on his own, kind of.
Do not attempt to lie to me. I will.
The elves of Ulthuan have long memory.
I was looking to see if I could just declare peace with Lothern and all that, but that's not happening. So they're just going to continue doing what they do and send people to war against us. Alright, Vokun here was focusing on magic and all that. The only other thing I have to do is Gaze of Nagash. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So he's maxed out on all of his magic tree, and then we'll go from there. Hey, he was supposed to defend himself. He proved himself a failure, Pickle Mike. Alright, Rainbow Farts. Did I forget something? Oh no, I remember. Major Brain Farts. See, I gave Omar his guy because Major Brain Farts here. Made me laugh. And let's see. I mean, I suppose I could perhaps do it, and it would be beneficial to give the Pickler a Morngul hunter in his army. Because, you know, the Pickler himself is a tank, but a Morngul hunter would be like an assassin sort of unit. He would be beneficial. Now, who do you want for a Pickler 2.1, Pickle Mike? Pickle Mike says every failure needs a successor, which would be 2.1. So Pickle Mike, the options are a Morngul Hunter, which is again kind of more of an assassin, goes around killing specific units. Because they generally have like high attack, that sort of thing. Go away, Skrulk. The other option is a vampire fleet captain. Those are the spellcasters. Have a few different options. The Lore of the Deeps, which is what the Pickler already has. The Lore of Death, which is what Omar has. And then Lore of Vampires, which is what Vokun has. So Pickle Mike, on the campaign map, it can do assassinations of other hero units, not lords. Used to be able to do lords, but now can only do hero units. And then in the regular map, it's a big unit that specializes in attacking heroes and lords. Because it has pretty decent melee attack, pretty decent melee defense, and does a decent amount of damage overall as well. So, oh, I guess we did. So did Vashnar's not do anything, or what there? Or did it actually bypass them? Haha, take that, Sorcerer's Islands. Alright, so I don't think Vashnar moved any, or if they did, very, very little. Pickle Mike says Assassin it is. Yeah, Assassin is what I would recommend to go with Pickler. Gunnery White is the other one, and I think that's what the other hero we had was, but he didn't. It didn't seem like Gunnery White's worked too well in battle. At least not starting out. Alright, we have this one that's Confident, which increases leadership by +2 to all units in the army. I can't forget about the main quest, Pickle Mike, because I already completed it. Unless you're talking about hunting down the Skaven. That I could forget. Alright. Oh, let's rename him first. Pickler 2.1. Alright, so he has a few different options to learn. Enabling frostbite attacks would be good because that, as you can see here, reduces speed of units. So if he hits someone, it's going to make him slower, and then it makes it easier to hunt them down. He also has decent speed overall, 54. So I would recommend that. I would also recommend Evanescence here, or Evanesce, which increases physical resistance. So he won't die on us. Let's see, Materialize, this is actually pretty good too, because that increases hit points and weapon strength. Haunter of the Dark, I would do that because missile resistance, we probably will need that against the Skaven. And then we'll get into his damaging stuff. So Ravenous Attack, we'll do the 3 there. That increases missile resistance by 5 and +10, 6, and 3 melee attack. So he's right now, or no, I guess it doesn't actually. Disregard. I was looking at it weird. I thought it was 3 + 6 + 10. No. It's only to the +10. Pickle Mike says to make him hard to hit, or do hard to hit, so increases melee defense. Okay, we can do that. So he's at 56 melee defense, 60 melee attack. He does 471 damage, of which 314 is armor piercing, so that's really good against heroes and lords. He has 5% ward save against everything, 10% physical, and 50% missile resistance. And that's before we give him any armor or anything. Let's see. Let's go with Spell Shield. That'll increase his melee defense and do magic resistance. We could do Fencer's Blade to further increase melee defense and melee attack. Talisman. Let's go with the Talisman of Protection. 10% ward save. And then enchanted item. Potion of Strength versus Moonshine. So Pickle Mike, the followers and banners provide various different bonuses. I think he'll do Potion of Strength. Based on what kind of... You get various followers and then sometimes banners. Banners are the things you can select to put on individual units at the start of a battle. The followers, what they do is they do generally bonuses to either the campaign map, like this one here, construction cost, -7% for all buildings in the local region. And then there's also Unliving Ship's Cook, which increases casualty replenishment rate. So not too many options for this one here. Let's do, let's see. I think Pickle Mike has a whole bunch of banners on him. Or Pickler. You're Pickle Mike. Pickler is the hero. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of banners. We got the War Banner, Banner of Swiftness, another War Banner. Those sorts of things.
All bones on deck.
And since we have Pickler 2.0, we'll get rid of, let's see, get rid of the one group of Sirens.
Of the night.
How's the Pickler's leadership? If we look at his leadership, it's currently 87. Now keep in mind that is pretty much just the morale of the individual unit. So of course his is going to be major. Leadership itself is kind of misleading because you think that leadership improves the leadership for everyone, but it doesn't. So it's just the specific morale of that unit. So 87, that's about average for most hero units. Alright, hopefully pigeons can slow this army down. Failure. Oh. Alright, River Rat and Pickler are going to follow after this army. Pickle Mike asks, how can we bring it down? Bring what down exactly? Like the Skaven army that we're after?
Swordfish.
The leadership? So the way that you pretty much bring down leadership is through various events in a battle. For example, like if you pretty much surround an enemy by their flanks and all that, you're gonna hurt their leadership.
Bring them back.
Oh, I forgot Skrulk is over here. No, he's heading north to do whatever he's going to do. So we can have Rainbow Farts and Vokun probably go after him. And then some heroes also have different abilities, like Fear, for example, reduces leadership of nearby enemies.
Nothing to worry about.
And is generally pretty useful against like Skaven, for example. Any units that have low leadership.
Aim for their store.
Oh, come on. We don't have enough movement for it. Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, I didn't use up all of Becca's movement. Son of a. Yeah, leadership, there's a few different things that you can do to weaken it. Some spell trees also allow you to reduce leadership. So for example, the Lore of Death, for example, is pretty good at doing that. There's like a negative 16 unit, or a spell, not unit. A negative 16 leadership spell that you can use. But again, you really only want to do that against units that have lower leadership. Because otherwise, it'll lower their leadership, but it won't really do it. And yes, Pickle Mike, there is some red. It's actually because of a couple of the factions that are here. So one is Suddenburg, they're red. The other is this one, Knights of Origo. And then you also have, oh yeah, the other part of Suddenburg. And then Carrick-Zorn, they're also red. You got a lot of red people. Who is this? Bleakholds. Bleakholds is going to war with like everyone? Okay. And I really should just put these Bretonnians out of their misery. All they have is a bunch of lords. They don't have any units because they're just in such bad shape. And yeah, we didn't see Vashnar's Conquest move any, which I guess is a good sign. They need to just stay right there, because otherwise, that's not something I want to deal with. Not at all. Alright. So I was going to set up a little thing here. And just like before, we want to set up a thing that's going to spread vampiric corruption. Corrupted Tavern. Unfortunately, because of all their buildings, we have a lot of ways to go, but we're trying to make progress. And just for the hell of it, will they join our war against Lothern? They might, if we give them some monies. Haha, take that, you darn elves. Alright, Pickle Mike, we're making progress. We just got this rogue army up here to turn against the High Elves. We'll even form a non-aggression pact with them. Alright, who leveled? Oh, Bibble leveled up. Do we continue to boost charge or scavenge? I have 2 more points that I can use. We'll do charge. Our economy is pretty good that I probably don't need to worry about scavenge. Alright, now this is going to be interesting. We're going to find out what they have at Tlaqua there.
A done deal.
And yes, Pickle Mike, money is the best negotiator.
Bloody your cutlasses.
Alright, they don't have much here, so we should be able to win this. Just gotta go in and wipe them out. Pickle Mike says, you are the Empire. How would you have done the Battle of Endor? Remember, there were only 27 Star Destroyers. Well, I think part of the problem is probably the fact that the Empire kept the fleet away from the rebels for such a long period of time. Which kind of gave the rebels... I mean, yes, it opened up the Death Star to fire on the rebels, but at the same time, it also... If the Imperial fleet had engaged the rebels for a longer period of time... Because ultimately, I think the Imperial fleet would have wiped out the rebels, regardless. But by staying back, they allowed the rebels the time they needed on the surface to destroy the shield generator. So that was definitely a problem on the Empire's part. Relying so much on the Death Star's super laser to do all of that. And the Emperor's plan overall, you know, letting the rebels get to the shield generator or get to the Death Star while it was still under construction, that was a poor plan as well. I understand he wanted to get the rebels bunched up together, you know, because pretty much the rebel fleet that was at Endor under my assumption, is pretty much like what the entire rebel fleet was. Alright, we're going to focus on the left-hand side here.
Your orders? Show us. Orders?
Queen of Tides! Aranessa!
Pickle Mike says, I was wondering why would they have the shields on the planet's surface for the Death Star? My general thought is just for how it works is you could build a stronger shield generator on the surface of the planet than you could on the Death Star itself. That would be my assumption as to how it was supposed to work. Oh crap, I didn't move these guys. Son of a bitch. Well, at least we really spread out their forces now. And you guys are too far away.
Watch me see, father!
Also, I probably should have left someone back to defend the artillery. But I suppose I can use the deck gunners for that.
Aranessa!
Theoretically.
Sword spite!
Come on, people. Head for the dang wall. And Queen Bess, why are you not firing? And they have some artillery firing on us, so let's give a little hello to them. But Bibble is almost through, yay! Oh dear. A tiny man from that screenshot you sent to do a Skyrim Let's Play. Wait, what? I don't remember your guy being a tiny man. And Bibble is through, so let's send him up there. Hey there, Omar. Welcome, welcome. Alright, go, Bibble, go. Dragging your poor self behind. And they're spawning more clan rats. Lovely.
Aranessa!
But at least Bibble can come say hello to these guys now. Oh, I didn't know that was a tiny man there, Pickle Mike. I just thought he was regular sized. And I find this plague priest to be very disappointing. Oh dear. Lots of clan rats. Lots of clan rats. No, I'm losing some of my little gunnery mobs. Pickle Mike says it's really fun going around and Fusro dying people off mountains. Well, of course. Oh, going around like an ant. Alright, are we finished with them? I think we're finished with them. Did this one group of handguns may have survived. Sometimes they survive, but then they don't actually survive after. Oh no, we lost Queen Bess! Oh, she was so good. I don't even know. Probably got attacked by some turret or something when I wasn't looking. Or maybe they spawned some clan rats. Aw, poor Queen Bess. Alright, I think we are just going to occupy. Oh, and this was actually a capital place here. Oh yeah, this was the old capital that we had a long time ago, and then we lost it to the damn Skaven. Omar says, "Rest in peace, Queen. I hardly knew her."
Aranessa sought spite.
Well, fortunately, we can just spawn a new Queen Bess. Pickle Mike says, "Just imagine the fate of Tamriel lies in a tiny person." I'm sure there have been other instances like that. After all, the fate of Tamriel has probably rested on Wood Elf every now and then. Alright, Queen Bess. Spawned her in. And we'll merge that, and let's go ahead and just recruit another group of handguns. Becca, keep you moving north. Alright, Rainbow Farts, you are gonna head down south. along with Vokun.
Admiral of the fleet. Swiftly now. The seas are my domain. Surely not.
And Rainbow Farts and Vokun, their main goal is to prevent Skrulk from heading super north and causing some manner of disruption up there. And Pickler 2.0 needs to go join up with the Pickler.
Blood and plunder. My pistols speak better than I.
No, I don't have enough money to block. Son of a...
You curse. Against council orders. Brace yourself.
Well, the good news is we are starting to make some decent progress here, I think, against the Skaven. We've taken out 2 of their armies, 3 of their armies in this episode so far. 3 of their armies. 2 of them are around the Black Tower of Arkan, I think. Or maybe it was just 1. Actually, I think it was just 1, because this army escaped. And then there was the other army that was near Aranessa. And Pickled Mike, I don't really think concentrating all my powers in one area would be super effective. Reason for that is when you go into battle with an army, you can only bring 40 units. So 2 fully staffed armies is what you can bring into a battle. Which means that more than that, and then you're just having to rely upon them coming in as reinforcements all the time, which sounds good, but ultimately isn't too good because you only get a new unit when you lose a unit. So you're just having one group all the way on the far corner of the map that has to come join the battle. It gets to be a little troublesome over time. Another thing that I don't like to do as far as being like that is, you know, letting one of these armies get all the way into my territory is going to cause issues, because, you know, if they get far enough, they can either, they'll find that one settlement that I have that doesn't have walls at, or something like that. They'll take that settlement, and then when they take that settlement, I'll have to run all the way back over there. So I'm trying to catch them as they're going through the beginner parts of my territory. Trying to, anyways.
You speak? Aranessa.
So these guys are looking for a non-aggression pact. Sure. I'll give them an opportunity. Alright, let's try and block this army here. Success, excellent. River Rat can come closer, and Pickler should be able to grab him.
Have at them.
He's probably going to try and run, but not far enough.
Stragglers.
So generally I don't like to do this, but as far as I can tell, there aren't any other forces around. So we're going to move River Rat forward in march mode, go in with Pickler, and auto-resolve, and we lost like 1 little unit. No, 4 total.
There is only my will.
Well, Pickle Mike, it's that's why hopefully these armies don't fall.
Deckhands, forward. Move, you spineless bags. Get going.
Alright, let's see.
About time.
Oh, hold on. There we go. So we'll do those. Let's do some pole arms as well. And we'll do a couple scurvy dogs. Now I have Aranessa kind of operating on her own. The reason for that is she has Lightning Strike. So overall she'll be a much better unit to take on armies than like anyone else. Even better than Pickler. Alright, River Rat has gone up again. I think it's time that we focus on more of River Rat stuff. So if I remember correctly, River Rat was going to focus on combat. Because Becca was going to be the tank. Alright, Aranessa's force is pretty much ready to go. So let's check out the statues of the gods. Skaven are here, not a whole lot though, we can just auto-resolve. And with that, we cut off more of the Skaven. Zogoth, will you join a battle against those guys? No, you're not going to. Aww. Well, while I'm wondering, let me go check and see how these guys are doing. They're still just hanging around. Oh, I sent him to war with the wrong person. I sent him to war with Lothern, when I actually wanted him to join a war against Avalorn. Oh, low boo.
Elves die as easily as men. Fleet captain.
And Meta Knight will put you back on a boat to head towards Tor Elir.
Captain on deck. Wave treading. Astride the waves.
Alright, let's take a look around here briefly. Don't think there's really anything else I can upgrade. So let's go ahead and end the turn. I think, I hate to say it, because I don't want to jinx it. But I think we're getting to the point where we're starting to actually do the whole steamrolling of the Skaven that I had planned on like the previous episode. Pickle my guess, have you decided what condo you'll get? So I did put in an offer for a condo. We'll find out how that goes. But overall, from everything that I saw of it, I think it could work. I'm hopeful for it anyways. No, don't you show up there, you bastard. Don't you show up there. Yeah, you keep going that way. But yeah, I like the condo, and it's concrete, so that should hopefully help with avoiding any outside sounds for, you know, when I set up my whole streaming setup there. There's a little bit of like water stains that are on the ceiling. I think that's from, more than likely, I want to say that was probably from a dryer vent and causing condensation and all that to build up.
Don't stop.
So it's not like a major thing. Still not exactly ideal. But to get somewhere that's ideal, I'm probably going to have to spend even more money, so. Alright, Pickler 2.1 has joined with the Pickler's army. And since we have him on the run, let's continue on after Skrulk here. Oh god, Homer. Homer says, "Newbie, choose me, I'm wet." That is just so wrong. So wrong. Alright, let's do that for replenishment. We'll do the gaff launcher. Gaff launcher.
Salute your betters. Sail away. Of the dead.
And Meta Knight is going to head closer to Tor Alir here.
Nothing to worry about.
Sorga, you Tulak.
Alright, only have a few more things to research left here. Let's do Raise the Masses to increase our growth. It's not a big growth boost, but it's something that'll add up over time, I guess. But yeah, I'm eager and hoping that everything's going to work out with the condo. Still gonna be a few more days before I find out. But, because among the reasons that I'm eager is I think it'll be at a price point that I can continue to put more towards the principal on it, so build up more equity and that sort of thing. And while still also putting more into savings. You know, it's a mixture of everything coming together that I think is going to work well. Oh, where did that other Skaven army come from? I remember the one. Ugh. Mike says, good luck and don't let us down. Well, we'll find out. What are you doing, Skrulk? Why do you want the Black Pyramid of Nagash so badly? At least the good news is that with their armies up here, they're leaving the south completely open, which should give Aranessa the chance that she needs to wipe most of them out. Pickle Mike says it will be a shame if someone got the condo first, newbie. Hey, just remember, I know where the condo is. But yes, it would very much be a shame if someone else did get it. That's why I ended up, since it's a HUD condo, I ended up bidding full price on it, so, which wasn't exactly ideal, but looking at everything that it offers, it seems worth the price. So I'm not exactly disappointed in it, in putting in full price for it, but...
Course plotted. I hunger for blood.
Hey, we have one little army of Nagarond up here.
Captain, reporting.
Alright, we'll go to Tor Elise here, set up a pirate cove, and of course, we're gonna continue to spread our vampiric corruption around here. Any other places? Tower of Lysin does not have a dock. So I think we've set up pirate coves all around here that we can. What, Pickle Mike? Where the hell did that come from? And I'm not going to repeat that on stream. Talk about demonetization if I said that. Oh, poor Nagaron, their balance of power is really bad. Oh. Omar? Read through what Pickle Mike said there. Oh. Pickle Mike, did you delete it or Oh, apparently you did. Skaven, what are you doing? You're bypassing the Wizard Caliph's palace. I have no idea what you're doing. You're just taking a bunch of attrition over here. Also, you can rummage through my lands. And Pickle Mike, I don't know if you deleted it or not, but it did show up in Restream, so. And I turned off the chat protection, so. Oh yeah, because it would say if you deleted it. Now, wouldn't it? Because it would say message removed, because I can see a little bit of the stuff over on the YouTube side. Because I have my Restream chats on the far left of my other monitor. In the middle is my OBS. And on the far right, I can see the YouTube web browse. Or YouTube in the web browser. So.
Astride the waves. It brings death.
Alright, River Rat and Pickler are gonna go over here to get ready to take on these lovely Skaven armies approaching.
No.
Dr. Pigeons. You're trying to catch up a Skrulk. He's a fast little rat. Now, Meta Knights. Let's have you head north here, actually. Hey, we found those exotic goods hauler people. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with them because we're kind of... all our other fleets are occupied at the moment. And Aranessa, head to Death's Head, monoliths. Omar says, now I wish I didn't read it. Alright, so we got a whole little province here under our control. Bat swarms, campaign movement range, negative 20% for enemy armies starting their turn in this region. You know what, we'll do that. That might help.
A trusted officer.
And Bibble will finish you off. So now Bibble has a charge bonus of 70, increasing his melee attack and damage when charging. It's not bad. Alright, I think I think we've finished everything we can do here. Looks like these dwarves are gradually continuing to build up what they have. Are they in the... They are in the war with Clan Moors, okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And we'll see what happens next. And Pickle Mikery, I hate to ask, are you even old enough to have spent years of doing that? Did Avalorn just take over a place that was owned by Hexawaddle? That's interesting. I thought they were allies, but apparently not. Alright, so this guy looks like he's heading to the coast. He's heading to the coast. And underway interception. Alright, so generally I wouldn't do this. Oh, we only got Vokun's army here. Generally I would just auto-resolve it because it's this far in. But because I want to show it off, I'm going to go ahead and fight this battle. No comment, Pickle Mike. No comment. Alright, so you might be wondering what we're doing right here. We're doing an underway interception. It appears that Skrulk wanted to escape from where he was, so he tried to use the underway, which is what Skaven, dwarves, and orcs can use to kind of travel further. And, well, it turns out that we intercepted them on their way to do it. So we're going to try and do this well. I think we can make this work, though. I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with a line of depth guard. They're going to be the main force here. We're going to intersperse this line. Oh, actually, I should do that, that, and that. Oh, that didn't work like I wanted. Why are you not selecting it like I think you should select it, you bastard? Alright, we'll do that then. You like that, but you like this. And yes, it is very dark here, Pickle Mike. Alright, sirens are going to be interspersed with them. And through both units, we're going to have these animated hulks. The animated hulks aren't very useful, but the good thing they do is they do add mass. So if a unit tries to go and charge in, they'll have a bit of a hard time there. Cocoon's gonna be like there. And then the Mournguls will be in the back. Actually, you know what? The Mournguls will be a second group. And maybe I'll put the Mongols like right there. Scurvy dogs, can you hide over there? You can, good. Alright, start the battle. We're gonna move this force up here. Yeah, these animated hulks are like a person that has spent like a whole bunch of time in the sea, merged with like, it looks like they're merged with a squid or something. It's some hideous thing. What does it say in their description? Walking, rotting, ogre flesh, fused with ship debris and sea monsters, makes for truly twisted abominations. So they're ogres, apparently. Interesting. Alright, let's speed it up. Let's move the Mongols forward. I am somewhat concerned about their rat ogres, but being in this forested area, we might do alright. Pickle Mike says today I was tempted to reinstall 76 until I remembered what a huge pile of shit it is. Yeah, I still haven't actually touched 76 at all lately. It's so sad. It could have been something, but it's just nothing. Alright, what are you guys doing here? Should I just walk my forces forward? I think that's what we're gonna do. Mongols will still try to be sneaky and bring up the scurvy dogs. Do have to be careful because there are some elite units here, particularly those storm vermin. No, Omar. 76 is not wet enough. Alright, so they're bombing some of my units. Fortunately, Vokun here can do a little bit of healing. And the good thing about the lore of vampires is, as you heal, you fully resurrect units, so... Charge!
Let it begin.
Alright, Mongols, go in and attack those Night Runners. And it looks like we can get a nice wind of death going through here. Scurvy dogs, let's get you moving over here.
At your service.
So the scurvy dogs are quick. They don't exactly do a lot of damage, but with any luck, they can move in and hunt down a lot of these guys. So like normally they don't really do, because they're weak against armor, and the Death Globe Bombardiers are armored, but the Death Globes don't do well in melee, so they're actually falling apart. And Skrull is kind of being gang raped by all of the animated hulks. So they are actually proving a little useful here. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna bring you out of the battle. Mike says to make a cooking tutorial. You know, when I get my own place, that very well may be something that I'd look into doing. Omar asks, are those tanks? Who, these guys? Or the animated hulks? Did we take out Skrull yet? Those green things. Oh, so these aren't tanks, these are warp lightning cannons. So the Skaven used a lot of technology that uses what's called warp stones, and pretty much what a warp lightning cannon is it's a cannon set up with a warp stone, then it channels energy through here and fires it. So the only actual tank in this game is the steam tank that the Empire has. The warp lightning cannons are kind of tankish a little bit. Not in the tank as in the MMORPG tank sort of thing. They fall apart when they're under attack, but they have decent damage, and especially if you get a whole bunch of them together in a line, you can do some decent damage with them. No, Omar, unfortunately the Empire in this game does not have a Death Star. Alright. So General Valkun is going to get a little boost. A little trait, Plague Lash, for defeating Skrulk. That's always a good thing. Alright, what do we have going on here? So Plague Lash, immune to swamp attrition, and reduces public order.
All above board. Admiral of the fleet.
So bring Valkun down, and Rainbow Farts is going to follow.
Get moving, not this time.
Next, oh, now I gotta send Dr. Pigeons all the way back over there. Or should I perhaps just send Dr. Pigeons to the south? I'll just send him to the south. Because these Skaven are gonna have to choose to either go to the sea or perhaps try and fight us. Alright, Aranessa, let's get you over here. And And Becca, I guess we'll move you up here.
Ride the waves. Voyaging.
So why is it that we can't see the moon shard? Has that been taken over by a Skaven, or is it destroyed? I'm not entirely sure.
Time to move.
Alright, so I think we did everything we needed to do here.
You need help.
We are finally starting to make good progress against the Skaven, though, which makes me so happy. Oh, the Order of Lore Masters has finally been destroyed. Took them long enough. They've been at like 0. They've been like one of the lowest factions almost all game. And that's actually as one of the supposed major factions. Because the Order of Lore Masters was the second high elf faction to exist. But they've always had a rough start. So unless they get a good army going, it's kind of hard to make them work. Are you going to attack us? They're moving into attack position. Ambush. Oh no, and river rats can't retreat. Well, this is going to be interesting. Let's see if River Rat survives this. This could be really bad though, because we have 2 armies attacking here. I think, anyways. Omar says, rest in peace, River Rat. I think I think my pole arms are rather drunk there. And yes, they do have reinforcements coming into this battle. Oh dear God. Alright, slow it down for a moment. What's our best bets? Probably just go on an attack. Set you guys up here. Set you guys up to defend here. Put 1 Rotting Promethean gunnery mob kinda in the middle there. And 1 here. Actually, no, I should do handgun, handgun, that. Group 2, right here. And set you guys up like right there.
Fleet, Admiral! Get going!
Ooh, that's some heavy weapon stuff.
Arise to my dominion!
Oh crap, rat ogres. Ouch, 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 ouch.
At last!
Well, I mean, we're losing a lot of units, but at the same time, we are doing some damage here. Making them hurt for what they're doing to us. Alright, you guys, you know what, just go after them. We almost got those rat ogres there. Alright, you guys get into position like that. Of course, now we have that other force that's approaching. Ooh, bad position for their warlord to be in. And being like a Skaven, he skitters around and then, yeah. He gone dead. He gonna be dead. He did.
Should we run and flee?
Flee, Admiral! Pistols loaded! Arise, Idol!
Always through! Upon deck!
Flee, Admiral! Save my sword! Flee, Admiral! They shall fall!
Come on, River Rat. Use your magic.
Magic! Balance of the deed!
Well, we're at army losses. That's not
Flee,
good.
Admiral!
But River Rat is still fighting on. Trying to, anyways.
Flee, Admiral!
Well, in fairness, River Rat herself did pretty well. It just, once we hit army losses, that was the end of it. So, are they going to attack the Pickler next? Poor River Rat. She survived as long as she could. But she's not really dead, since she is one of the special lords. Picklemike says they won't dare. Well, uh-oh, they're thinking. One went into ambush stance. And that's not exactly a good thing. Because if they're in ambush stance, it may, and the Pickler gets caught in the ambush, that could be bad. Omar says, "Oh no, they are thinking." Hey, you can never trust the AI when they're thinking. All right.
The council is disappointed.
And of course, they have united the AI against us again. So Pickle Mike, I will let you decide. Are we going to go in and attack these guys? Potentially triggering the ambush? Or do we just wait? Let's recruit Crappy Crapson in again. Let's see. Taking a moment to look at what River Rat stuff can do. Pirate, Deckhands, Mob, Depth Guard. Oh, so it does boost Depth Guard as well. Okay.
Ahoy.
Then let's recruit some Depth Guard. Deckhands. Oh, I'm out of money. How am I out of money so fast? Oh, is it because... Oh, doing these things is 2,000 gold. Oh, arg. Oh well. Pickle Mike says to wait, so we'll go ahead and wait. But look, we got some more Skaven showing up. But going into Aranessa's territory was a bad idea for them. A very bad idea. Can they escape far enough?
Come, crew, move. Bloody your cutlasses.
Oh, they can. Bastards.
Admiral of the fleet. Move, you spineless bags. Drooping. You're wrong.
Alright, so Pickler is just going to wait. I'll put him into an camp stance to increase his leadership in melee defense.
At once.
I'm not going to have him do anything else, though. I'm going to have him just wait there, overall, instead of retreating back to Wizard Cleef's palace. Because if they do attack, I think he can hold up rather well. Assuming they don't get him in an ambush. An ambush could hurt, but... Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, I forgot to move Becca. Darn it. I knew I forgot something there. I also forgot to move Meta Knight further. At least Dr. Pigeons is going to use his full movement points because he's heading way south. So long as he doesn't get intercepted by a one of those Skaven units. Don't go into my territory, you bastards. And they are fleeing. At least the one is. The other one is still in an ambush stance. Is he heading for the sea? He is. That's not a good idea for him. Because I think the pickler can get him there. Oh, someone tried to wound Becca, but she defended herself. Excellent. Pickle Mike says, don't think he will. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix my, the cord on my headset was being a little weird. So Knights of the Flame and Carrickzorn are at peace. Good. I guess that's good anyways.
No prey, no pay.
Alright, Vokun will bring you down there.
Forward. Get moving. Overland. Not this time.
Oh, hello. Oh, nope. I thought he was going to be able to get there, but I guess not. Can you attack him? No. Oh. Now I'm disappointed. I was hoping he'd be able to catch up with these guys. Alright, Pickle Mike, I'll let you decide. Do we have the Pickler go after Stretch here, who's at sea, or do we have him go after Mechanigear, who's heading out further inland?
Pirate's life! We'll bury the spoils here. My ship!
Pickle Mike says try for the sea guy. Okay.
Not this time.
Oh, what the hell. So apparently we can't actually go to the sea from here because that somehow... Well, maybe we can? Let's see.
Get
No, we can't. He's like, just inside our border, but going to sea uses up all our movement points, apparently.
The Queen of Tides!
Alright, Becca, let's search. And kinda as I expected, Clan Rictus is over here.
witness might of Clan Rictus. Are you scared?
Pickle Mike says then we'll wait for him to come to us. I suppose so. We don't really have much of a choice. Ooh, Avalorn has taken over all of the area in the north of Negron. That's not good.
On land.
I gotta try and remember in the next turn. Is it the... No, not the vampire. Yeah. So in the next turn, I want to actually start recruiting a couple Morgul hunters that I'm going to send across the sea over here. And what they're pretty much going to do is they're going to start spreading a whole bunch of corruption around here. Because that might help us out. I hope anyways.
No, you failed.
Alright, let's end the turn. Oh, pigeons, I could have sent you against those guys. Oh well. Yeah, we're making progress against the Skaven. It's just, they are coming back at us quicker than I was hoping. I was hoping I could make more progress against them with Aranessa. And yes, Pickle Mite, corruption is good for me and bad for them. So if you get too much corruption and you're a normal faction, or just a faction that doesn't belong to that type of corruption, say for Skaven are a different one. So if you're spreading vampiric corruption in a normal faction like High Elves or Empire or that sort of thing, they can take attrition damage when their armies are moving around, and they can also end up taking public order hits. Alright. Oh, Necroc Brotherhood, why are you doing this? Decline and break alliance? $152, $153. You know what? I'm going with the Necroc Brotherhood. Screw Sudenberg. Because at least the Necrocs, they're part of our vampiric corruption.
Like the tide.
I'll take them down. Council is disappointed.
Alright, well this is going to give us a new target with Vokun and Rainbow Farts.
Blood kiss of the seas.
Haha, these guys didn't move. Excellent.
Kill and kill again.
Go in for the kill. Hi there, Paul. Oh, you didn't know I was on.
Fast and draw your blades.
Yes, every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At least, assuming there aren't holidays or other weird things that come up.
What is your demand?
Yeah, Paul, unfortunately, River Rats perished. At least temporarily. Until she goes through her specific amount of turns to revive herself. Meanwhile, though, we have Becca over here. She's trying to figure out what's been going on in the New World.
Doom.
Armed and ready. I'll lash the stragglers.
Figures, aw. Hey, the Exiles of Nehek are actually relatively... They like that we're a great power, and they have a good amount of tolerance towards us. And yes, Paul, save yourself. Don't look at whatever that was. Alright. I'm gonna try... give them some gold to get them to like us. And hopefully we can turn the Exiles of Nehek into an ally over here.
All bones on deck.
Ready to sword.
Aranessa, let's have you head back over here. Actually, I probably should have sent you down to Nahualat, or to Statues of Gods to get to Nahuantl, but oh well. Meta Knight, you don't have enough money to do that. Fudge. But we'll put you to sea. And we'll... because you'll at least be safe at sea. Frank, we'll do that. Pigeons. Let's block that army there. Fail. Alright. Well, we have 1, 2, 3 Skaven armies roaming around. It's not a good thing. But at least they're going to be taking attrition going through our territory. And in the next turn, we can consider taking Antok. Yeah, this is the one bad thing about setting up alliances is eventually allies always seem to turn on each other. But it's not a big issue when you have minor allies. It becomes a big issue though when you're allied to big forces. Because or forces that maybe not necessarily are big, but are at least of relatively equal strength. The big thing where this comes up is when you're aligning with forces as the Empire. When you're playing like the Mortal Empires campaign. Because starting out, a lot of those forces are on a similar strength rating as you. And, oh dear. It's a trap. Or maybe, oh no, they're gonna ambush us though. Yes, they are, son of a bitch. Alright, Vokun. Time to play your hand here. So yeah, they're pretty much doing like a lightning strike, except without the lightning strike, because Skaven and maybe 1, maybe 2 more other factions have a natural ambush whenever they go to battle. Doesn't always trigger, but for the Skaven, it's been triggering a lot. And it's getting us into trouble here. Alright. Everyone move together over here. You guys move there. You guys move like that. You guys move like that. Animated Hulks will take up the center. Morngulls, you are currently hidden. Scurvy Dogs, you will be on the sides. Actually, Scurvy Dogs move you over here. And Morngulls. Pickle Mike, right now it looks like 4 people are currently watching the stream. Alright, time to do some magic here. And pray that the magic is good enough for us. Fire, you fools! Fire!
Ahoy!
Alright, you guys. Go save Vokun there, please. And that stupid Hellpit abomination is destroying my poor dogs. Paul is predicting a loss here. It's not exactly good, that much is true. Especially because there's reinforcements coming in here as well.
Orders, fleet master! Let it begin! For blood! March back! Orders! Let's charge! Run! Fleet Admiral! Powers!
Come on, guys. Try and hold it together.
It will be! Art! Spear!
Just focus on that grace here.
Instructions! Fleet Admiral! Sea magic! Orders! Ready! Move up to show us!
Welcome back, Omar. We're pretty much doomed here.
Army!
Yes, son of a... I don't know why we went to army losses so quickly. I didn't think we was that far in, but sometimes that thing is weird. At least our spawned units still exist, even with being in army losses, though. Omar, this was Vokun's army that was decimated. And he's right next to you, so you might be next. Just a warning. The problem is the Skaven are ambushing us, which means that we're not able to retreat, and we're not able to bring in reinforcements. So this is definitely proving to be very troublesome. At least we took out a few of their doom wheels there. Big Mike says, if so, good luck, Omar, you'll need it. Hey, the Pickler is lucky now because he's been defending against enemy heroes. Well, it looks like they've bypassed Omar's army. So hopefully Omar's going to be able to take out one of these armies around here. Pickle Mike says, no luck newbie, just skill.
Shall we cut a deal?
So Suddenberg is trying to get us into peace. Nah. Alright, let's see. What are Captain Rainbow Farts' options?
Get moving.
So, Omar, I will let you decide. Captain Rainbow Farts has enough movement range to take on either of the Skaven forces that are going to the north or south, or he can take this city that belongs to Sudenburg, one of our former allies that has ended up in a war. So I'll let you decide. We only have enough movement range for one, though. Do we take the Skaven to the north, heading deeper into our territory, the Skaven to the south who are fleeing and who are the weakest, or do we take the settlement of Sudenburg, or of Antok from Sudenburg?
Officer has the crew's respect.
All bones on deck.
I thought Omar was back. Oh, there's Omar. Omar says, nah, take the city, and they come raining on me. Let's take the south. Okay, so we will take the southern Skaven. I think that one we can just auto-resolve. Yeah, we're just gonna auto-resolve this one. Quick wipeout of them.
Endless bags. Where to? I smell blood and gold.
Alright, let's see. I guess I'll just have Becca head that way. Oh yeah, I forgot, we can't go further this way. Because this is the old place of Marathi here. Forgot about that. Exiles of Nehek, they're gradually starting to like us. Give them another present. Paul says I had to turn on live chat as it wasn't showing me all messages. That's weird. But I know sometimes it does weird stuff like that.
All above board. Master.
Captain, reporting. Undead.
Alright, set up that pirate cove there so we can spread even more vampiric corruption around here.
Pistols ready.
Aranessa sword spike.
Aranessa will move you over here.
Fear the pirate queen.
Same with the Pickler. Get him ready to join Aranessa. Alright, end the turn. See what happens next. This might be the last episode, or the, not last episode, last turn that we do for today. At least we took back one full province from the Skaven. Pickle Mike says we haven't seen any Pickler 2.1 in action yet. I could maybe go a couple more turns, since I am at least off. Try and get some action for Pickler 2.1. Pickle Mike says, but don't send him into his doom like you do most new people. Paul Becca is currently over in the far new world of where Nagrand, where the Dark Elves used to be. Her goal is pretty much to try and figure out, like, what happened to Nagrand. Because we did have a trade alliance with them either last episode or the episode before. And we were trying to figure out, or well, the trade alliance dissolved, but I don't think they ended it. I think it dissolved because there was no longer a port access for them. Omar says, I see the live chat doesn't block any comments. I can see Mike's comment. I can't see it in top chat. Okay. That's weird, but I don't know. YouTube is weird. And then we have our little vampire Necroarch Brotherhood going out with their vampiric goodness. Hey, River Rat is alive again. Where's the best place to spawn River Rat? Should we spawn River Rat at the Black Pyramid of Nagash? I think that's what we're gonna do. Since we're gonna need defense once again against all of these forces showing up. Alright. So River Rat we know is, if we look again, so River Rat does +8 for melee defense for depth guard. And then also from this one is +10. So that's +18 defense for depth guard. So that takes them to 57. That's on par with like some heroes. Yeah, I probably should have done depth guard for River Rat's forces like a while ago. Oops, oh well. So let's just go with a big force of depth guard. And then maybe regular gunnery mobs? It could be something to do. Because regular gunnery mobs fire while moving. So we can just move one big force. I have a theoretical plan for River Rat's army. I don't know if it's going to work, but I have a theory. Alright. So, Pickler... Oh, Pickler can head there. Well, we'll do that with Pickler then. So we can show this off. Alright, Pickler is going to siege this place. Fight battle. And this way we can make Pickle Mike happy by having Pickler 2.1 in battle. And hopefully not die. Alright, let's start our deployment here. We're going to have our Mournguls. They're going to go for this gate over here. Or that gate there, one of the two. Oh, Omar, you did ask that earlier. So Major Brain Farts is with Omar's army, or with Captain Rainbow Farts' army.
Eager to kill.
So he's still alive.
Your orders. Boarding action. They shall fall. Bleed Emperor. Always crew. Gunnery mob.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the Mongols over here to defend the borders. Sending the Mongols into that separate gatehouse doesn't, at least if it's one group, it doesn't seem to do too much. So, you guys head there. You guys head there. Or you know what I could do? Let's just bomb that wall. And then we'll go in the easy way. So they send in some clan rats to try and attack our artillery, but surprise, we got Mongols. Omar says Trump is disliking this plan. Because we're taking down the wall. Oh, they're suiciding there. Alright, you guys just retreat then.
Bleed Emperor.
Okay, this is not working as I had intended. Go for the gatehouse. Come on, guys. Break on through that gate.
Bleed Emperor. Of course. What? Yes, master.
Alright, we're through. Go for the kill.
Bleed Emperor. Enemies wild. Magic.
Well, took out a little bit of the Skaven there, not as many as I wanted. Alright. We got their Warlock Engineer pretty much done for. You guys turn you into a separate group, and then go to the walls and take out those guys. And took care of all of those who are on the wall. Actually head for those guys. I like that these depth guard have a little bit of a roar sort of thing going on. And I didn't notice that the depth guard actually have the hunger. So as they're fighting, they're actually healing themselves in battle. I didn't know they had that. Interesting. So in a way, that actually makes them a pretty tanky sort of unit. Of course, they don't have shields, so that kind of sucks, but... And that is it. Alright. We may have lost one group of mortars. I think that's it, though. Yeah, the one group of mortars. But overall, not too bad. Oh, this wasn't even the main settlement. Zlatlan is over here. Oh, then they have like 19 defenders there. That kind of sucks. Alright, what's next? Quetzalcoatl is there. Golden Tower is all the way over there. Ew.
The Queen of Tides! Come, crew, move.
And we can do the Curse of the Sea Mist. Let's do that, since we have some of those Skaven armies moving towards, or moving through our territory.
Admiral of the fleet.
And Rainbow Farts looks like he's clear now, so let's take Antok. Uh-oh, it's thinking again. Okay, there we go. And I don't think these banners help in auto-resolve, but figure I'll still put them on.
Fast and roar your blades. Rule the waves. Serve for eternity.
And Rainbow Farts levels up again. Oh yes, I wanted Lightning Strike for him. Now he can do just like Aranessa and take enemy armies off guard.
On deck. On my way. En route.
Come to the Lich. Stop this.
And we'll give a little gift to these guys again, trying to turn them into an ally. Trying.
Captain, reporting. Duel to the death. Our infamy grows.
And research. What do I want to do for this? I guess we'll do the Seascape Artist. Ooh, Shifting Sands. I can do Bat Swarms. Increase Vampire Corruption and reduce campaign movement range for enemy armies. Since they're loving all of this going through our territory.
I'll take them down.
Valiant Lord.
Alright, so I'm going to end the turn. That way we'll be all ready to go tomorrow. I don't think we'll be attacked in this last turn. Oh, Avalorn is just decimating Nagarond over here. I mean, I could try to send some money to Nagarond, but I don't know. I guess they do have a little bit of power left. If they were like completely down, I would probably give them, probably just call them as dead, but maybe. So Skrulk is going for the attack. Probably should have had River Rat actually raise armies, but at least Skrulk is going to be taking a bit of attrition there. And is Sittenberg going to do anything? No, they're just going south, like they're going to attack Kasabar, though that's not going to work well for them.
Choose your next words carefully.
And why are you guys in a war with, I don't know why you're in a war with the Necroc Brotherhood, but... Unless they didn't... I don't know why. Confusing AI. That's all I can say. And the Necroarchs go in, and, well, that's going to be it for those little Bretonnian guys. Alright, folks, so that is going to be it here for today. We've made some good progress against the Skaven. Still have a bit of work to do, though. So it's going to be interesting to see what tomorrow's episode is going to bring. Hopefully with tomorrow's episode, we'll get all the way down here and wipe out the majority of what remains. And then we'll be able to actually start work on the High Elves. That's going to be the big stuff. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you stay notified when I do my streams. And I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.